Achuta, unga kun bistulbi kikumayana. Dong patugas ilea. Unga kun wana kun bez ching palamule king balutak. Tupning chatukune mulerabes. Mucho shakbakan. Kiyeno no namapaule rachiku. Takunjus Miki Grabumoko, Kachichu Itabo Tunga, Tolbabank, Wale Uganda Naru, Chuchut, Urisha Punka, Bola Wanajine, Mule Slimo, Udadara, Kumbis, Mule Rabes, Jedubadwana Nidibobo, Donga Bunsha, Nunya, Tunga Tukashmak, Telea. Tunga Kunhunka. Wana kun bez ching palamule, king bamunutak, tupning chatukune, mulerabes, kachikun idahaldonga, iking kuno bamulerachikun, stimo podona, diodunga kunkabe, tong haitwam jijung lumpa, nitapoe tikito, dolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut. Kachi chui ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane nindu bobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulira. Unga diho tunga kunhunga. Wana kumbis ching palamule. Tunking ba munutak. Tupning chatukune. Mulirabes. Kachi kun ita haldonga. Iking kuno pamunerachikun. Stimo podona, dihodunga kunkabe. Runda dihodunga kunhunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunutak. Tupning chatukune, mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Iking kuno pamunerachikun. Stimo podona, dihodunga kunkabe. Runda dihodunga kunhunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunutak. Tupning chatukune, mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Stimo podona, dihodunga kunkabe. Runda dihodunga kunhunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunutak. Tupning chatukune, mulerabes. Mucho shakbakat. Kiyeno no namapaule rachikun.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Bolook in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twilek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handed standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handed to the prison he belongs to?
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Bolook has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here in Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Netic, Ricard Lusov, and Hand Gold. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Cat hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by cat hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Akupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimu Poduama? Gunda Diho Dunga Kunhunkabi. Wana Kunbez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunotek, Tukning Chatukune, Mulerabes, Takunjus Takmiki, Grabulmogo, Kachichu Itabo Dunga, Dolbabank, Wale Oganda Naru, Chuchut. Ogasha Ponka, Bolawana Chikne. Mamule Slimo, Podadara Nanga, Kubis, Mule Rabes, Jedabadawana Nidibobo, Tong Nabungsha Nunya, Tong Patukashmak Telea, Tong Haitwam Jiji Jumplumpa, Nitapoe Tikito, Dolpa da Bonqualeo Gondona Chuchut, Kachi Chu Ita Dundonga, Yumalita Kutotun. Chila mulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera. Mucho shat pakat. Kie no nama paole rachikun. Akupa chekopa. Gino mulera kempaija. Slimu poduama. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera. Ta kumjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolpa bank waleo ganda naru chuchut. Ogasha ponka bolawana chikhe. Amule Slimo, Podadara Nanga, Kumbis, Mule Rabes, Kachikun Ita Haudonga, Iking Kuno, Bamule Ratikun, Slimo Podona, Neodunga Kukabe, Muchushat Pakat, Kieno no Namapaule Rachikun.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some areas. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bolook guy. So, what do you want to know? Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Twilek was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Hakupa chekopa. Gino mulera ke paija. Kislimu poduama. Unga diho donga kun hankami. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Hakupa chekopa. Gino mulera ken paija. Kislimu poduama. Ta kunjes takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Magasha punka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis. Mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku mukabe. Mucho shak bakat. Kiyeno no nama paole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Hakupa chekopa. Gino mulera ken paija. Kislimu poduama. Hakupa chekopa. Gino mulera ken paija. Kislimu poduama. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakanta. Kiyeno no nama paole rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Makupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimu Poduama? Tong Abu Sha Umnino? Wanga Kumbis King Balemuraya. Shoni Yon Tunjiji Idadwana. Kavavolpa Muji Gumana? Lunga Diho Tunga Kun Honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes. Akupa chekopa? Gino mulera kenpaija slimo poduama? Lunda diho tunga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Tong na bungsha nunya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ta kunjus takniki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Lunga diho tunga kun honkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mule rabes. Tong abu sha umnina wanga kumbis king balemura. Shoni Yon Tunjiji Idadwana. Kavavolpa Muji Gumana? Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis. Mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mulerachikun. Slimo podonar di hodunga ku hunkabe. Lunga di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kunbez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulera.
Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podonar di hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis chan ba mulera.
You did good. You might just make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Achuta. Onga kumbis dolbi kikuyana. Tong patugas maktelea.
You asked for this!
Yes?
What?
Sure.